I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I walk it out.
Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Shibby2142, and we're playing Battlefield 3 again. I know, guys, I know. Took a little break from Battlefield just because, for some reason, I just kind of was angry with it, but we're back. We're going to be getting ready for Armored Kill. September 11th, that's when it comes out. Can't wait. So excited. So, today's gameplay is going to be Team Deathmatch. You might be wondering, Shibs, Team Deathmatch is the suck-sores. Go back to Call of Duty. Alright, let me explain myself. Just hold on. Battlefield 3 TDM is pretty cool because, in my opinion, you get to have little micro battles, almost like microcosms. I like that word more. Probably doesn't apply to the game, but it doesn't matter. We're going with it because a map like Canal's playing on it right now. That basically, if you want your super fast-paced, in-your-face action, you can always go right to the crates in the middle of the map. Or if you want your more long sight lines and to play with a sniper rifle, or just kind of take your time, do your thing, you can play on the outside of the map. So it works. The maps are big enough to have your own little space, but they're small enough that it's not boring. So it's a pretty good mixture. And because I'm a little rusty, not gonna lie, haven't played Battlefield in like a month, I need to get my feet wet, or my hands wet, or my D wet, I'm not really sure, but we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna be using the Assault class tailored towards the medic because that's pretty much my favorite. I think you can always have plenty of assaults. If you're just running around everyone recon, doesn't really help the team out. But you can never have enough assaults unless it's all tanks, but there's no tanks in TDM. So assault is where it's at because you can revive, save tickets, it's the best. So assault is pretty awesome. We're gonna be using the AK-74M with the Cobra sight, the grip. I'm not sure why I'm using the grip, but we are. You know, usually you wouldn't need to. And then we're also using the heavy barrel because the heavy barrel is the best. I'll let you guys get butthurt because I like the M16A3. I'm sorry for liking the stock US default assault rifle since the game was an alpha and beta. So my bad. I mean, I was using that thing forever. Also the F2000. That was pretty good, but everyone just complains now. So whatever. I'm just gonna use the default Russian because it seems balanced. It's an average of everything. It's not really the best at anything, so we're gonna go with that. Hopefully you guys are content, like, oh my gosh, Shibby, you need to use the most underpowered weapons, or we're gonna think you're bad. I honestly don't mind. If you guys think I'm awful at this game, that is okay. I mean, I play a variety of games, and I just play to have fun. I'm not like Rival X Factor or Level Cap, who are amazing at Battlefield 3. That's their game. Like, they are amazing at Battlefield, and props to them. But I just can't commit that much time to Battlefield anymore, and I just play just other games now. So that's just how that is. And yeah, if you want awesome Battlefield 3 content, I recommend checking those guys out. And that's just what it is, playing for the fun, the lulz, and the love. So those three things, because where is the love, guys? Where is the love? My secondary, I am using the Garage because I really like the Garage in Bad Company 2. For some reason, the 1911 in this game absolutely blows, which is disappointing because in Bad Company 2, I'd absolutely trip the chocolate house all over the map with that thing. And then I have to switch this guy's kit because running out of ammo doesn't really help me out. And then getting taken out because two guys, one shib, no teammate support, not really sure what's going on there, but it is what it is. Not mad, just play and have fun, guys. Other than that, my how you see damage loadout is the medkit, the defibs. I believe I'm using squad flak, also squad sprint would be a good choice because movement speed is very underrated, and then I'm using black camo. During this gameplay, one thing that was running through my head, other than the enemy bullets, if you see what I did there, was how awesome the Battlefield 3 audio is and how that relates to DayZ. When I hear gunshots and the crack and all that, it's just like, wow, is someone shooting internal right now? It really makes you appreciate how awesome it is. Once again, that being the audio. So if you guys have noticed that, either just playing Battlefield 3 in general, or if you're also a DayZ player, there's just something about it. It changes you. You're never the same. Very cool. Other things that are on my mind right now is 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I still have to make my 100K thank you video. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. And one thing that I might need help with, so I'll probably announce this in a Team Fortress 2 video, doesn't make sense for Battlefield 3, is I need ideas how to give away unusuals if I'm going to do a 100K unusual giveaway. Just foreshadowing, you know, maybe I do it, maybe I don't. We'll have to see because, yeah, the whole Twitter thing, that works, but let's find a cooler way to do it. And yeah, I'll have to think of some ideas. So that'll be coming soon. Once again, not Battlefield related, but it just doesn't matter because we're playing for the lulz and for the fun. If I may, let's digress even further in this digresception. That might be like, Shibs, why does your mic sound so uber chocolate saucy right now? Because I did move its position, and also this is kind of like my smooth jazz radio voice where I actually like try hard to commentate instead of just like the little like, yeah, hey guys, what's going on? Shibs here playing some Battlefield 3. You might get that in like a live commentary, but if you actually try, like, yeah guys, we're going here with the acw-r shooting people in the face because that's what's going on. Really helps me out when the Cobra sight and the iron sight somewhat work together. And it's really smart to have at least a bullet or two left in your magazine when you reload because you get that faster reload time. Don't call it a clip, it's a magazine, people will rage. The Russian team ends up winning, getting to that 150 ticket count. First I go 15 kills, 3 deaths, so not bad for joining the game a little late. One thing that's pretty nice with these lower ticket games is the round duration is not crazy high. So this one went for 10 minutes, 27 seconds versus like 1,000 ticket that could last like 40 minutes. So it's a little bit easier to bring gameplays when the round or the player size is not crazy large. Because when there's just a ton of players running around, it's a lot more random. It's less skill based in my opinion and more just spamming and luck. Moving on to the next little gameplay, you may notice I'm on a different server and obviously a different map. We're now on Oman. The reason why this happened is because my computer or Battlefield 3 or something kept crashing. Also, one issue that always happens is, I don't know if it happens with you guys if you have 2 monitors or not, but when you're playing Battlefield 3 full screen, you'll get like the Windows wants to change your scheme from arrow, and that like brings me out of the game and crashes DX Story. It's just the worst. So I think I crashed like 4 or 5 times. And when you crash when DX Story is recording, you then lose that gameplay because it didn't save it. So it's not like Fraps that makes a bunch of files, you might lose like a minute or two. It's like, it's all gone. So that kind of sucks. So we're gonna leave it here with somewhat of a shorter video. I mean, usually Battlefield videos can go up to like 15-20 minutes, but this one will be like 8ish. Not really a big deal. And this little gameplay here is somewhat strange because I'm trying to shoot these guys through like this building, like little crevice, but for some reason, like the clipping, it just doesn't work. So it's really a strange firefight going on. And yeah, I mean, one thing you can't appreciate is the destruction of Battlefield 3. Not quite like Bad Company 2. I don't know, it's like Frostbite 1.2 with Battlefield 3. Like, you could completely level a map. Like, I'm trying to think of Oasis where the whole thing would just be flat if the ticket count was high enough, which is pretty awesome. But not the case here. As you can tell in the gameplay, my obvious aimbot is toggling the enemy players because I spawned behind them for some reason, like nuts. For the next gameplay, I really do need to work on acquiring targets, taking them out, and moving to the next target. Also, prioritizing your targets. Say if a guy sees you and another guy doesn't, you obviously want to shoot the guy that sees you first. I mean, it doesn't make sense to just be like, oh, hey bro, nope, I'm going to shoot your friend in the back and then move to you. You got to make some choices and you got to make them on the fly. I also joined that game a little late because of all the crashing problems I had, so my team lost. This one was a 500 ticket, ended up going 8 kills, 1 death. I mean, it really doesn't matter because we lost, and you obviously want to play for the win, but that's pretty much it. I mean, TDM, what it is, but really, TDM not bad on Battlefield 3. That round, compared to the 150 ticket round, went for 36 minutes, so a little bit of a different story. Yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, once again, my name is Shibby2142. Thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. The button right up there. Rate the video if you want, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Later.